we will lose the cream of the crop, and I'll never hold that against a Fijian either, around going overseas and looking after their family and what it means to make massive money for some of these young men to go overseas. And that's also the understanding of where we are as a club, but also as a country, and the support of the families. But it also gives us a great excitement around the young development that we're doing.
Definitely, when you bring people young, there's a lot of success in seeing them unleash on the field eventually after lots of work. But there's also challenges when people come in young. You've had some challenges where you've had to let some players go as a franchise. Mm-hmm. What is the message there to the players? How do you drive the message of accountability and ensuring that becomes the theme of being part of the Drua?
That's a great question. I think one of the most important things is, obviously, again, I go back to, it's 3 years old. We're into our 4th year. So our young development players do have a 3-year sort of cycle of learning how to be a professional rugby player. We didn't have that for the first 3 years, so they was virtually straight into Super Rugby, and their learning were through mistakes or success, and that was it, and it was on the front pages of everywhere. Now at least we've had an opportunity to bring through young men into development phases, but they sit in this room with the boys. They don't have their own program. They're actually here learning from our pros, and that's important for them to understand. As you said, I think our young men now understand what it means to play for the Drua, and you can't just walk around the country and pretend you're nobody. You know, they're on billboards and buses, but 2 years ago, 3 years ago, they'd come from a little village and just had thrown a rugby ball around with bare feet. So the transition for our young men is ultra quick, and we are trying to now make sure that not only our development but also young academy young fellas are coming through and understand it's not only on the field. There's plenty of work that you have to do off the field to be good enough to be in this room and in this